those things that are keeping people from coming here. This could have been where America made a difference, but they're doing a really hard job to shut it down.
You there, David?
Yeah.
We just got our sound cut.
Something happened over at the Revolution Radio. They just went off about 2 minutes ago, and your guys' conversation, they were just cut out completely.
We got our sound. We got our sound cut. Hold on, guys. We got our sound cut, and we're back. So go ahead, David. Continue.
All right, so I'm saying you guys all heard of Clive Bundy to say to keep standing up, keep fighting. He said continue the standoff. And I think Oath Keepers and a lot of these big militia networks, I think they're compromised. Their leaders are keeping the militias from acting. They keep telling them the next battle, and they keep telling you to stand down on this, spreading disinformation. This one's over. It's not true. And so the militias aren't acting, and so they keep saying next battle. But like I said, I think this is the battle that really could have made the difference. It's going to be a lot tougher in the future after they have all this info on how to keep them down now.
All right. Anybody on the YouTube, I mean, send me a message. I don't know how long our sound got cut. I think we got most of it. I know. Is that Shauna with you? She's not pregnant, right?
Shauna?
Who is that with you? She's not pregnant. I don't have everybody's name. I know of you from the past. So.
All right. It's David Fry, Sandy Anderson, Sean Anderson, and Jeff Banta.
All right, and Sandy's not pregnant.
No.
All right, because that's been one of the things that is going around. All right, and then they had the meeting up there at the night when they shot LaBoy and started arresting everybody. And then people had to wander out. They made people walk out of there, as I understood. And then when they got to the checkpoint, they were being arrested. And we have not seen charges for anyone except for, the Notorious Six. And so, do you guys have a game plan? I mean, there's four of you. There's like four of you and the entire militarized government that basically is either going to starve you out, smoke you out, or shoot you out.
Right.
Okay, so if you're not fighting any charges on anybody else who is left other than the big ones, why do they have a charge against definitely not one of the big players in this whole thing?
What they've done is they just selectively labeled anyone they thought was a high threat, and they put that first initial charge out on for the arrest. And so right now the investigation hasn't been conducted yet because the standoff is still technically going on. They are not able to do an investigation. So once the investigation starts, they start adding up all the people's evidence, all the testimonies, all the inside shows working. They send in their evidence, and there's several of them. I can tell you that for fact. And so they got all these people pending charges on them, and so once this is over, everybody's going to get tagged. Even the people that were told they're free to leave, they were just labeled a not. But they're going to come knocking on their doors for their arrest once they get anything charges on them.
All right, yeah, it definitely. We've been at we were at the protest today, and a lot of the people that are working at the courthouse, they came out and protested, and when the lunch hour was over, they all ran back in the courthouse. Hey, Mr. Rowe, don't take any calls until David's done. Okay.
You got it.
All right. So anyway, as I was saying, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to get up to you guys. I mean, do you have a game plan at all?
We need the American people to start making an army, to start get the courage to stand up. Lay down what you're doing and get out here for freedom. This is the time to make a stand against the federal government. Who's actually got the power? Because right now, time isn't of the essence. The federal government is way out of hand. They're trying to start World War III. They're letting natural disasters and even nuclear disasters just to continue on ravaging the planet. Eventually there's This is all going to add up. We don't have time. American people need to stand up right now.
You know what? We came out here because of the injustice that was done to them. As a peaceful protest, we were exercising a First Amendment right. We brought our Second Amendment rights along with us. We always carry our weapons, no matter where we go. It doesn't make you a militant.
Well, yeah, you know, I have weapons.
Persecuted, refusing those rights. No one got hurt. No one got injured. No one was kept from coming here or going. And the only injuries that were caused came from the government side. When they killed the boy, they shot 120 shots into an unarmed vehicle.
All right, do you have anybody watching you right now that you've been able to identify for sure?
No, not. You mean police or something?
Yeah.
No, we haven't been able to identify any folks. There was flying a drone, like a little remote control drone above us a couple days back, and they had a couple vans.
Right. All right. Well,
they fly around an airplane usually every day, but that night it was a little remote control drone.
Right.
We were spotting the spotlight on it so you could see it.
All right. So yeah, and somebody, you know, and then we got another report that you guys were shooting down the drones. Is there any truth to that?
No. Absolutely not. We did not shoot anything. They were actually rumors saying that they wanted us to shoot the drones as an excuse to kill us, because then they can say that we were shooting at them.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's what I figured. You know, there are so many stupid stories rolling around, you know, and then I got, you know, now we got people, we've heard. All right, hey, Ro, hang up on the station, but hold with me, okay?
The strangest universe I've ever done. Thanks very much, Hawk.
No. Hang up on the station, but not me, please, Ro. All right.
Okay, we're all still on without being on the air.
Yeah, what we are is we're on the live stream right now, which has the biggest list. You guys, everybody's hearing you, so you know this is the time.
All right, I've got to go. Thanks a lot, guys. Anyway, Studio B, Revolution Radio just now. Journey to JP. Who knows where it goes?
All right, thanks,
everybody.
JP.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, JP. All right, yes, we're still on the YouTube live stream, so you know, let's just keep going. Go ahead, David.
All right, so yeah, what should I discuss? I'm here for Refuge, still alive. There's 4 of us still here.
All right, so, you know, we go back and, you know, when we got muted is when we were kind of talking about you guys were out on post and got left behind. And that's when our audio got shut off, and I got that fixed, and we're back on. So can you just kind of go back over that? I hate to make you have to be redundant, so...
What did you want to ask me?
Yeah, when we got the audio cut off, we were discussing how you guys got kind of left behind when you were out on post. And that's...
Right, yeah.
So just kind of give us give us an overview of that.
So basically, we were on, there's a couple people on post duty, right? And I was actually in the cafeteria at the time. Jeff was on post. Sean and his wife, Sandy, were out on post. And I was in the cafeteria, and at the time we heard the LaVoy got shot through the Pete Santelli live show. I was live streaming that. And on the show, he was saying the feds were coming here next. We didn't know LaVoy was actually shot at that time and killed. We just heard 2 people were shot.
Right.
And then later we got word that, that someone, let me see. The women and children left when they heard people were shot because there were people hurt their kids in the car. So they left to the hospital to go check up and see who was involved. And then later on, I think Blaine Cooper, he had a call that he was telling everybody that he told certain people that, if you leave the compound now, that you can leave and the cops will let you go. And he told several people that, I'm sure, he was expecting other people to pass that on. And so everybody passed that on, I guess, and at the cafeteria, they were hearing that the people who left were being arrested. And so they decided, it was a whole bunch of just misinformation and chaos. And so people decided to stay behind thinking that the feds were coming to kill them, and they were defending the post. And they had a small meeting, you know, this guy was trying to get a bunch of people out, and he got several of them to leave, you know, thinking that they're going to take the risk, the gamble at the checkpoint. So I don't know what happened to them. But there's about 10 people left behind, all guarding, you know, the front gate and the gate next to that.
Right.
And so the people at the gate initially were never told that they could leave, and without any, you know, they'll just let them go. So Sean and his wife Sandy were stuck behind without ever getting that knowledge. And I was here videotaping this whole stuff, and I thought I was gonna just stay behind because I didn't know exactly what was going on at the time. I wanted to see everything happening. And so there were these two people here, and I stuck with them, and Jeff just stuck with the group there. And this is how the four came to be, basically, after everybody, you know, slowly started leaving. One of the people that were told they were free to leave, for example, and Dwayne Emer, Dylan, he was another guy, and then Jason Patrick. They were told they were free to leave, but they actually were all arrested when they got out. So
Yeah.
we say a lot of lies, a lot of misinformation. So we don't know exactly what to trust. And we've been asking the FBI if we can get a paper statement to leave. If they really want us to leave peacefully, let us all leave in peace without having been any charges against anybody, and just let us go as they did the first group of people they promised.
Right.
Give everybody here that chance again.
All right. They
want to take one of them.
Let me ask you a quick question. We have some other people out there saying that somebody there has warrants in another state, and that's what they're using as their arrest threat.
He's got misdemeanor warrant out for him.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with what's going on here. It was a misdemeanor warrant for not appearing to court for a parking? Some resisting arrest charges and stuff.
All right. So let me ask you a very serious question. If I can make some calls and get people up there to evacuate you, is the guy with the arrest or with the warrants for whatever these misdemeanor things is he willing to go take his day in court to get the rest of you out safely? Is that something that is an option to you guys at all?
No, it's really not. We're all going to stick together. We're not going to break apart here. We're going to stick together.
All right, understandable. You know,
I'm pretty sure if they can make a peaceable offer, if they can negotiate to release 5 known terrorists, that Mideast terrorists, ISIS terrorists from Guantanamo for one deserter, they can make it possible that they just drop the charges on Sean and let us all go home in peace.
Right.
The thing is about charges here.
I can't hear her very well. I can't hear her very well. She's way so far in the background. I didn't hear what she said.
The thing is about his charges that they're putting on him here is basically we're expressing our First Amendment right by being here. We had every right to assemble peacefully in a protest against what was done to the Hammonds. And we have been peacefully protesting that. We also exercise our Second Amendment right, which is everybody's right to do.
Right.
We have our weapons with us all the time. Whether we go to Walmart, a grocery store, a restaurant, we've always got our weapons with us. You know, so we have that Second Amendment right to use that. And so now because we use our rights, we're being persecuted for it.
Well, of course, that's the way that works anyway.
But that doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't make it right. It's just the way it is, and we need to fix it. And we need to, and we, yeah.
In a free country?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with any of this. I'm just saying it's kind of like the way it is, and we have to change that. So you guys are the last holdouts.
How do we start changing that? demanding our rights, which is what we're doing here.
Do you suggest we vote?
Oh yeah, like your what are they going to use? Voting machines?
I mean, seriously, how do you expect change if the government has already compromised the voting system?
Right, exactly.
And this wasn't a riot like the Ferguson riots where you just burning down looting places. This was an actual civil disobedience. Civil disobedience means you're breaking the law. You're technically breaking the law. That's what civil disobedience is. But this was a civil one. This wasn't no one killing anybody. But it was a civil one using the Second Amendment. Hardly any protests actually used the Second Amendment. And so this was America's ideal protest in a time of need. And Americans haven't really fully recognized that yet and still kind of sitting on their butts, waiting for the next presidential election.
Yeah, and it's going to continue. You know, it's really sad that we're seeing our way of life, you know, in America anyway, just completely disintegrating day by day. You know, it's like, this entire country has been completely emasculated by the left. That wasn't just to mean, a male kind of connotation, but, it still is. America is looked at as a joke by most of the rest of the country, or most of the rest of the world at this point. That there is more freedom. There is more freedom at this point in countries that are under dictatorships. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Giving dictatorship because their country's better than what's going on here now.
I mean, if our country's that bad, why are people asking us to just throw ourselves into the court system and take that gamble?
No, I didn't ask you. I was just asking what you felt. I would never ask you to do anything. I just was asking.
Right.
Yeah, what I was doing was just, gauging your personal options is all I was asking. So.
Right. Well, we think, seriously, a lot of people ask that exact thing. Almost everybody is telling us, just turn yourself in. And so it's pretty sad when they're saying just turn yourself in and accept the fate that, you're probably going to lose your right to vote and your right to own a gun.
And go to the top court where it's the federal government, it's the plaintiff and the prosecutor, and you start to defend yourself in a corrupt system. You don't even have a chance.
Yeah, this is all just become so far insane, and I just don't even know how to express. I've been. Everybody was giving me crap the other night. I lost my mind on air when that drone footage first came out, and we've been keeping an eye on you for days, just to make sure you were okay, and then you disappeared 36 hours ago, and we were really worried. Since all the cops disappeared up there near you, I don't think we can get to you. I'm sure we would be blocked if we tried to get to you. But I'm going to see if I can get somebody up to you guys. Okay?
Well, we don't need no escorts out or anything like that. We need people to actually start forming groups.
Somebody to doc.
Giant protests. What is that 1.5 million man Tea Party group? What are these 2 million truckers?
Yeah, I must agree. I
have a quick question.
All right, we have a caller on the line, it appears, David, that wants to talk to you.
All right.
It's just a quick question from an investigator's, just as an ex-investigator, private investigator, I just have a question. Now, the pistol that they say that LaVoy had on him, did anybody there at the refuge see that? Did he ever display a 9mm semi-automatic handgun?
Not that I'm aware of it. David Fry, I personally can't account for that.
Oh, what?
Can anybody account for LaVoy's 9mm semi-automatic that was found?
all we know is that Dwayne Shimmer had his cowboy gun, and that someone else, Anthony Bosworth, came back to get the rest of the boy's gun after he was murdered. Everyone left their guns here, so chances are.
Well, no, they're saying they found a 9mm on him, but we know for a fact that his main guns, a lot of his guns were actually still left here. As far as sidearms, I mean, we don't know. We thought that he would use a 9mm. He's a cowboy. Maybe he would have a pistol or a revolver as a sidearm. I don't know.
So all the pictures I ever seen online that I've seen and everybody else has seen has shown, him with that Colt on his hip. I seen what appeared to be some sort of shoulder holster, but I never really did get a clear view of if he had anything in that or what that leather holster was about, or that leather, what appeared to be a leather holster on him.
Uh-huh.
He did. Yeah, he carried a shoulder holster, but everybody that we have talked to said they left all their firearms behind to go meet with the Grant County Sheriff.
That's the word that we the people have been getting across the internet as far as what I know is to be the truth. So just hearing you guys say that that's what happened really helps.
Well, it's interesting to see what the audio is of the video that he was filming, to see,